Campo Santa Margherita. I'm here to tell you about some of the founders and funders. Hopefully you can hear me. The seagulls are squawking now, the bells are chiming, but maybe that makes it feel a little bit more like you're really in Venice. So the two stories I'm going to tell you, very short stories today, are just representative of other places and other women. First is Meneghina Bocco. So in 1403 she founded a home for women. It was about 12 unmarried women, and this may seem kind of small, not so important, but in Venice at that time, really in all of Europe at that time, if a woman was unmarried, she became a burden to her family. Her family usually wanted her to marry. Women usually didn't work, except at some of the sort of more common classes. And the goal was really for women to marry and to become part of another family, and for the husband to take care of it. So if a woman was unmarried for some reason, there wasn't a really great place for her in society. So Meneghina Bocco founded this place for unmarried women to live. It's kind of behind the construction area, just over there, here in Campo Santa Margherita. And also right behind me, you can see the sort of large white facade. It's hard to see, but there's a little sign right on the front. You can barely make out the word Ospiti. This was founded by Maddalena Scrovegni, and it was also a shelter for women. So, two of them right here in this neighborhood. But there are these kinds of places all across the city, and women often went into a convent as kind of a shelter or a place for unmarried women or widowed women. But in this case, these were not convents. They were places where the women could live. They usually took in things like lace work, other hand work that they could then sell to help pay their way. But you needed someone to first provide the space, and so these wonderful, beautiful women of Venice were the ones who did that here in Campo Santa Margherita. And then around the city, there's a number of other ones. There's the Ospizio Foscola on Fondamente Sant'Anna in Castello. That one was also for women. They specialized in making lace to earn their way. And gosh, there's so many of them. There's one by Giacomina Scorpioni, founded in 1316. That was at Santa Marta. That was actually one of the convents. And then Antonia Venier in 1380 founded the convent of Santa Elvise. She was a noblewoman, opened this convent for other women, and then lived the rest of her life there as well. So in my chapter I give many of these stories. We often have very few actual facts about any of them, but still we can find these places, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting, and it gives you a different way of looking at Venice. So I hope you were able to enjoy this one today.